All right, guys, welcome to the second match of Arena of Legends. Today it is Group A. I am Doe, with me is Wolf, and with us as well is the loser, I can't believe I'm saying it, the loser of our last match from the Team Incredible Miracle. It's NesTea. NesTea losing the last match. That's kind of weird to wrap my brain around. And over on the left side of the map, we have our Protoss player, the dark horse of this group, I would say, from the Team OGS. It is OGS MC.
A dark horse indeed, man.
Yeah. Not the Darth Vader or the Dark Jedi, the dark horse.
Maybe one day he'll be in a Dark Horse comic.
Maybe. I can see that. MC travels the world fighting things with his Starcraft skills.
It's the Kratos I always say Kratos Protoss, but it's like
isn't it Kratos?
It is,
that
right?
How you pronounce it?
But I want to say Kratos Protoss. That's why I always missay that.
That sounds like it rolls off the tongue better, but I think it is Kratos.
Yeah, it is Kratos.
I've actually never played one of those games though, so. Have you?
Oh, no, I have not. I played a game called Tales of Symphonia, where one of the main characters' name was Kratos.
Oh.
And that's an awesome game for anyone who hasn't played that yet, especially fans of the Tales series.
Sometimes in the morning, I eat some toast. Great toast. I don't know, man. You know what I have been playing lately, though? Diablo 3.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
That game is so good. All you guys out there, you guys should get excited about that game, man. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it is really excited about Diablo 3 because I've been playing it. It's been awesome.
You and I are going to play some co-op tonight.
Yeah, we're going to play together.
Might even stream that. Yeah.
Yeah, stay tuned for that.
Yeah. So over here we have NesTea getting his spawning pool, getting his gas.
Yeah, he's doing a speedling expand.
Pretty safe opening. I mean, he doesn't want to lose against NesTea at all.
Right, yeah. Really? I mean, you know, MC, I would say it's pretty true that his worst matchup is PvZ. That's how I personally feel when I watch him play. I know some people might disagree, but I think that he's going to have to do something a little bit sneaky to win a game against NesTea. I mean, we saw last series that NesTea is not invincible.
Yeah.
He has faults. He can lose. But I think NesTea's going to be a lot more comfortable, a lot more confident playing against MC, and MC himself is going to feel worried about this particular match.
Yeah, absolutely. And MC has a lot to prove here. You know, he's like, well, I'm in Code A now, but I'm sure he wants to come back and win Code A. He wants to do well in Arena of Legends. But you know, he's got two really tough opponents. You said that PvZ was his weakest matchup. I might agree with that, but I think in PvT I haven't been too impressed with him of late either. I feel like PvP is his best matchup right now. It's weird to say, but
yeah.
But he's gonna have to try to do his best this time around.
Well, I'm kind of curious to see what his style is going to be here. He's making a Stalker, which is pretty indicative of a tech build. He may just be making it to fake NesTea out, though. In fact, he does have a sentry queued up behind that Stalker, and he actually will be able to catch and kill the majority of these Zerglings if he chooses to with that Stalker.
Yeah, you know, NesTea, or rather MC, no, I'm doing it. MC loves his Stargates, so you never know. We could see him go 3-gate into expand into Stargate.
Yeah, that's what it's starting to look like. He is adding those 2 gates now.
Yep.
And he's just really faking out NesTea. Most players would make the sentry first, but MC is just not going to do that. And NesTea's got to be very wary of what's going on here because remember we saw long ago in a finals with MC versus July that MC did something like this and then did a Nexus cancel 4-gate. And you know, NesTea knows that MC has got these builds up his sleeve. He saw the Stalker first. He's going to be very wary about what's going on. He's making only drones right now back at home, but he's continuing to check with these speed Zerglings just to make sure no more shenanigans are going on.
Yeah.
Wants to make sure the Nexus goes down for sure. And he does see that now.
Yep, sees it, but he's probably going to keep checking. We see NesTea on the production queue there, getting his Evo Chamber. Pretty much all Zergs are doing that lately, getting that early Evo Chamber no matter what. Just because it's so good against so many things. You get your +1, you get your Spore Crawlers that let you detect Dark Templars, and, you know, defend against Void Rays, Phoenix, what have you.
Yeah, it's not a huge investment to get that Evo Chamber.
No, not at all. Which is why I'm thinking we're going to see Terrans start doing that more often as well, getting an early engineering bay.
Yeah, well,
we see it quite a bit already, actually.
With Zerg players like NesTea, exactly. That's what I was going to say. You take a quick third.
Yeah.
You get that Evolution Chamber up. You can use the Spores to defend that if you need to. And also, if you skip Roaches for a while, you don't need that gas. If you can see that your opponent's doing something like this, you can just skip Roaches in general and get that faster +1.
Oh, but he is getting a Roach Horn. Okay.
Yeah, he's getting the Roach Horn now because He's figured out what MC is up to. He's making the Roach Horn more as a precaution. I don't think he's going to get aggressive with it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Certainly not aggressive like he would against, MMA or something. It's a little bit risky to do. Hallucination is finishing right now for MC. That's interesting.
He's playing very passively, so he wants to get that hallucination to scout rather than just doing, a very aggressive scout where you move out with your army to see if there's a third base there. A lot of pro S's like to do that, like Puzzle, for example, but what MC is going to do here is just check all the tech structures, also check for that third. Needs to...
trying to fake out NesTea, always attacking it.
He wants to kill that Overlord using the hallucination for vision.
Yeah, that's right.
Definitely worth it there.
Yep.
Phoenix checks one location for the third base, needs to check the other one though, and in fact he might not be able to get there in time.
We'll see.
If he wants to harass his Overlord, he's not. Okay, he is going to see it.
Yep. Sees the creep,
just
at least
barely.
Sees everything. He gets there in time. It's not like Jack Porkins, in that scene. Where he's like, I have a bit of a problem, and then he crashes.
Feel bad for Porkins.
He's not like that other guy either who's like, almost there. But this hatchery might be in a bit of trouble here. NesTea doesn't have a whole lot to defend against
and with all
right
these
now.
sentries, he can actually force field that ramp and trap NesTea's units up there. This is a beautiful move by MC. I love this. He saw very few units out. He knew, okay, there's a third base and you don't have a lot of units. I can attack this and kill it, no problem, and get home safely. He saw very few speedlings, so he knew getting home would not be difficult.
Yep.
Interestingly enough, NesTea's making a ton of roaches right now, and MC sees all of that. He's not even being secretive about it. There's going to be 16 roaches out here in a second, plus one is finishing up for NesTea, but he only has 4 Zerglings out.
Yeah, this is really bizarre decision-making by NesTea right now, just to try to make a ton of roaches, as he expands. I take it back. I mean, he is probably worried as well about the possibility of a bigger push of NesTea to natural now, so...
He wants to get those roach upgrades pretty soon. His lair is finishing here. As his lair finishes, MC actually has a robotic support bay on the way.
Okay. Going for the Colossus tech. Really doing a good job of using those Phoenixes to keep tabs on everything that NesTea is doing.
Yeah, he's doing a great job with it. His observer is now out, but before that, it's almost as if he's had speed observers with those Phoenixes going around.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, nothing is going to surprise MC at this point.
He knows exactly how many roaches are out. He knows the speedling count is quite low.
You know what, though? He hasn't checked the golds yet.
That is true.
Seeing the third, though, I'm sure...
As you said that, he goes to check.
Oh, okay, good. I was going to say, he probably was just like, you know what? I haven't checked the golds yet.
It's only because you told him.
That's
stop cheating, Doa.
That's because I've actually got a Cerebro thing. I'm controlling NesTea right now. I'm like, get that queen. Get it. Get those creep tumors.
Well, he is going to get these tumors, and NesTea is trying to position his roaches for a counterattack. And this actually could be bad for NesTea because MC is going to defend this, and if he gets all of his units trapped, MC is going to crush that army.
Yeah, this is a bit of a dangerous situation.
He needs to go home right now, and that roach speed is going to help him get home. And lucky by NesTea, he does able to get home very quickly with roach speed.
Well, shucks, he does able to get them roaches on home.
Is that what you reckon?
That's my old prospector voice. Well, now we're gonna watch that Phoenix take a look at those roaches by the Zelnaga Tower.
You're actually so good at that.
I don't know if I should be happy about that or not.
I think you should actually go a whole day like that one day.
I don't know if I could do that, man. You know, when I was working for that phone company doing tech support, I did an entire call with an Australian accent once.
That's pretty funny.
Which I'm not going to try right now.
Well, NesTea has started Mutalisk production. He's got +1 flyer on the way, and he's getting +2 melee weapons for his early. So he's basically, I think, trying to dupe MC a little bit. He wants to switch into Mutaling. And NesTea's making the right choice in that regard because his forced Colossi, MC has been really heavy on the Robotech. He's got a lot of sentries out. Sentry's not very good against Mutalisk.
Man,
so if he can buy enough time with these pressure moves... I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh, nothing. It was just going to be a dumb joke.
Oh, gonna trap these Stalkers with +2 Zerglings, man.
Yeah, they are going to die so quickly. Nice counter. Well, maybe not so nice. Here come the units for MC from behind. And NesTea's going to run right into the main. Try to do as much damage as he possibly can. But, yeah, this is not looking good for NesTea.
Yeah, losing a lot of units. But doing a decent amount of damage.
A little bit, yeah.
Killed about 20 workers there in total. Tried to target down the Nexus.
Oh.
Didn't quite work. I'm not sure why he's not targeting down the Colossus that he could get for free.
I didn't notice the... oh, yeah,
we actually may get the Nexus, man, because those Stalkers are not home.
Yeah, actually, MC's trying to, like, taunt him with the Colossus. He's like, please kill this instead.
The Nexus goes down, and now the Colossus is walking in a weird direction. He actually could get both.
Oh, man. It's
is he going to get both? Deal. Oh, he's going to get both. 2-for-1 deal, man.
Take out a Nexus, get the Stalker free. Oh, get the Colossus free. Get Stalkers as well, but you don't want those if you're Mutas.
Well, the game just kind of fell apart a little bit there for MC. Still has a strong army that's pushing out with, but there are so many Zerglings and Mutas out right now.
Yeah. Well, NesTea is not exactly known for going Muta in PvZ, so I don't know if MC was really expecting this quite as much. Interesting move, though.
Well, Thermal Lance is done for those Colossi. They're going to be quite good against the Zerglings. It all depends on how NesTea engages this. NesTea is trying to just, of course, avoid engaging this altogether.
Oh, yeah.
Wants to do counterattacks, wants to keep MC away.
Well, that's the idea behind going Mutaling in PvZ, is just to kind of outmaneuver the army.
Yeah.
Hamper the economy to the point where you can eventually maybe take it head on.
Like I've said a few times, when you go for this composition in ZVP, you're kind of just saying, well, I'm better than my opponent. I actually have better multitasking than he does, and I'm going to show you. And we are going to have a base race, because here comes the attack of MC, and NesTea, meanwhile, is attacking the natural of MC. And normally, in these type of scenarios, the Zerg comes out on top because he has Mutalisks, which are much more mobile than the army of MC.
Exactly, yeah, a lot of probes getting killed. Well, pretty much all of them, but at the same time, the natural is going to be taken out by MC, but they're not going to have a home to go home to.
There's one probe for MC right now, and it is actually about to walk into the rest of the army. He's not careful with this. The probe only has 10 hit points left. It's got its shields back. But that's all that MC has. He has 300 minerals. He has to be extremely careful with that probe. And a Muta comes out. If the Muta targets down the probe, you guys aren't getting a shot of it? Well, it doesn't matter. The probe survived.
The probe has bloodlust.
And that probe needs to start building some stuff, because he's running out of buildings fast in this main.
Yeah, he needs to put some pylons somewhere at least. Doesn't have enough for another Nexus.
Yeah, no matter what happens here, it's just not possible for MC to win. NesTea's already got a hatchery up and running at the natural of MC.
Well, there's 30 Mutalisks out right now as well. I mean, he really could just attack this army and win. You know, if he got in the middle ground. As long as he wasn't coming up like a tiny ramp, he should be fine. If you heard me clapping, it's because I was killing a mosquito that was trying to kill me.
Well, there's one pylon on the map for MC. That's all he has right now, and it's completely spotted by NesTea because it's being revealed, and he's actually targeting it down right now.
Oh,
another pylon starts. He has enough for one more pylon or another simulator if he wants to get in the simulator.
Yep.
And that pylon that's warping in right now is all he has left. The Muse are going to target it.
Oh,
and he starts another pylon at the exact moment the other one dies.
Well, MC's just dead either way. I mean, there's bases going up all over the map for NesTea right now.
All he has to do is just target down that pylon, and he's just going to do it. He can just sacrifice his mutas and target down the pylon.
Yep, if MC tries to cancel it or something, he'll lose.
Why is he's not engaged in the pylon? Doesn't matter. He has too many units here.
Yep.
The pylon may just die from glaive worm bounce damage. GG.
Ah, there you go. So NesTea takes on Minchul in a base race. That was kind of an exciting game one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And this type of scenario always happens when you get ahead in ZVP with Mutaling. Your opponent eventually reaches what I like to call the going point, where he just can't turn around anymore, and he just goes to attacks. Like my word, I can't speak English.
We're going to grammar school directly after that. I'm going with you, actually. I need some remedial courses.
He goes to attacks, and
he goes theirs,
and there are Spine, and Spine doing poking, and then Muta doing killing.
You make defense. Yep. Oh man, well, it's just so exciting. We're just losing our minds. That's how, that's how excited we are to watch these games. That's just basically it.
NesTea just outplayed MC on every level in that game.
Well, I'm glad. I was happy to see NesTea go Mutaling. You don't often see that from him, so it was kind of cool to see him play a style that was a little bit different from him.
All right, guys, we're going to jump into Game 2. The map is Crossfire. This is chosen by MC. So we'll see if he can pull it out, tie it up, or if NesTea is going to 2-0.